welcome to This Knitty Life. My name is Rachel and I am coming to you from Leeds, West Yorkshire, where I live with my husband, my 2 children and my 2 puppy dogs. This is episode 70 of This Knitty Life. Thank you very much for joining me today. It is much appreciated for you to spend a little bit of time with me in my little corner of the internet. This is Peggy. Peggy has just had her tea and she wants to go out. But it is now 5 p.m. We are on the 5th, Saturday the 5th of April. The clocks have changed in the UK and spring has definitely sprung. It has been super duper sunny this week. This is just pretty much my ideal temperature, to be perfectly honest. Nothing above 20, because anything more than 20 and I just expire, frankly. I don't enjoy the heat. So yeah, it's been pretty nice. It's been a gorgeously sunny day all day today, and my husband has taken the children out, which is why I'm managing a podcast on a Saturday. I meant to do it in the week, but I was just making the most of sitting in the sun on my egg chair, frankly, and I didn't want to sit inside and do it. So I'm doing it now. So yes, this is episode, I think, 71. So that is exciting. Today I have on my hoodie shawl cardigan. This is a hoodless shawl cardigan. This is in Die Candy bow tie. It's a 4-ply garment. It's, if you've been here before, you know it's one of my favourites. I've been wearing it a lot this week, and this is a Popsy jumpsuit, which is super duper comfy. I love this bluey purpley colour. I wouldn't mind a jumper in this colour if we could figure out what it's called. But yeah, I've got lots to share with you today. If I'm perfectly honest, I don't have a lot of progress on things because I cast new things on, because that's just where my brain has been at the minute. I literally, the garments that I've started, I've maybe done a row or 2 because I've just started new things. But that's just how it goes. Thank you to all of your kind comments on the last episode with half of my whips. I will do the other half at some point. It sounds like most people have got a good few whips. Like there's not many people, certainly they didn't reply, that replied anyway, that were just like, I've only got one. I do one and then I finish one. Generally people have a couple. As mentioned in my last episode, I did get to 1,000 subscribers recently. Thanks to some shout outs from some podcasters. So thank you very much for that. I do have a giveaway for you today, which my lovely friend Hannah from the Corner of Craft has very, very kindly sent. So I have that to sort out in a little bit after we've gone through what we're working on and things. So what shall I start with? I don't think I've got any finished objects, which is rare for me. No, I don't actually think I do. Right, we'll just jump in. So this one is especially for my friend Naomi. This is my Court of Thorn and Roses jumper. After the last episode, she messaged me saying, you've got to finish it, you've got to finish it. So as recently as yesterday, I picked this up and I was just finishing my book yesterday and I was absolutely enthralled. And I knew I had 2 hours left on it. So I thought, right, I'm going to sit and read my book and just knit on this jumper because it's 4-ply, it's round and round, there's nothing complicated to do. So I could sit in my little egg chair in the garden and have a little rock and a little read. So this is how this is doing. So this pattern is by Dragon Hoard Yarns. It's called the Spring Court Sweater. So this green is Black Elephant. The purpley colour is Rainbow Heirloom, and I think the pink is Fine Fish Yarns. She's not dying anymore, sadly. So I'll show you what I did. So I was a row, maybe 2, under the arms. So literally this is hours of work. Not that you believe it, but literally like from here is hours and hours of work. So this is the colour I'm using. It's a gorgeous like olivey green, but this is all I have. So today I've added this colour in. So this is the same dye. So it is the same green. I swear it is. So it's the same green. So I've just literally started to, I really hope it's going to work. I've started to fade it in. So the colour, this colour is one of my favourites from Black Elephant. It has got aspects of it in this colour, like as in the pinks and stuff. So I'm hoping I'm far enough down that it won't look too bad if I fade it. But I don't have any other option because it's not going to be long enough. Whilst this is a singles yarn, this is also singles. I've got this on 4-ply as well because it's such a firm favourite. Whilst there's like actually quite a decent amount of a single skein there, it's not enough. But I have made good progress. I am pleased with the progress I've made. I literally only picked this up again yesterday, so it's quite a fresh, so that far. So that's not too bad, I don't think. So yeah, it's a spring court sweater. Has anyone read Court of Thorn and Roses? It was definitely, it was definitely out of my comfort zone. I read it a while ago now, but I'd never really read any like fantasy, because it's kind of like fairies, but fairies like you've never seen them before, not like Tinkerbell kind of fairies. It's hard to explain. I did read them all, and then I got them on audio, and then on the audio version, I think they changed narrators after the first book, and it threw me completely. But the last one's a massively chunky book. But the second book is the best one, chapter 54. Yes, I do know what chapter it is. Chapter 54. It is delightful. Another new cast on. That wasn't a new cast on. Should I do another? I think they're mainly cast ons, really. I have picked up this beauty. Look at this. So this was the Mammy, and Florrie. Is that right? That I had from Yarndale, and then Fran picked me this one up. So I've started a lento. So this is as far as I've got. It is floofy and scrummy, and then it got warm. And I was like, ah. So this is my evening knitting. This is my non-egg chair knitting, I think. Just because I feel like the back end of the week, the sun has just kind of turned around and got a little bit hotter than I would like to knit more hair in. And by hot, I mean, it's kind of got to like 18 degrees, which is enough to like, I've now got a watch mark. So it's warm enough for that. But yeah, this is going to be another lento because we love a lento. I was going to do a good old love note, but I do have one quite, I'm confused where I'm looking. I'm kind of looking over here, but in theory I need to look over here. It's really hard, this. I don't know if my phone's upside down or what. It's really, it's harder than it looks looking in the right place, I tell you. But I do have a love note in quite a similar colour. Well, it's a bit bluier, and I wear it all the time. I think it's in Atomic by Beehive Yarns, so I'm going to just go for like a solid lento, as in no lace. I did like try and look at new lace patterns, and stuff like that. It's Wilma's hair. Look how long her hair is. You see that? That's a long one. I did look at like just put in Google like however many stitch lace repeat, but I'm just not gonna bother. What else have I started? Ridiculous. Right, actually this isn't a new start. So this one I started a while ago. I don't know if I actually showed it. Maybe I showed it on the last episode, I'm not sure. But I've done some significant work, I think. So this is the Stripeometry shawl. So I was about here last time-ish. So the coral colour there is Botanical Knits. See, there's lights coming in. Botanical Knits, Botanical Yarns. And this is a Ushatita, this light colour, which is in here, which I got in Edinburgh Yarn Festival 100 years ago. And then I managed to pick up this bit, and I'm working down here now. So the coloured ones are all botanical yarns. So I'm just decreasing down here, and then we're going to a point. So this is a Stephen West pattern. I did start it a while ago, but it's just been left really. But I've been working on this steadily this week as well. But that's, I think that looks super yummy, doesn't it? Yeah, so I think I did that the other day on the chair. You'll hear a lot about my egg chair in the summer. It is just a rocky chair. I got it from Facebook Marketplace, but it is from B&M. I saw it today in B&M and it was £200, but they're definitely on the Marketplace. But this is what I did the other day, these colours, when I was sat in there with my book, on my audio book. The book I was reading the other day it's called Off the Rim. It was a basketball-based book by Rebecca Wraith. And she does taboo books. So it was very good. And they are all, those are all male books, because that's my form of escapism. But yeah, they were really good. All of her books are very good. So yeah, this is my Stripeometry. That looks super pretty. I think I only have 4 of these minis. And that first one got quite a big hit in the first section. So I have been caking up some other minis. They're pretty, aren't they? They look very Easter eggy. I have been caking up some other minis to go with them. I've got quite a lot of this kind of colour from Spectrum as well. So I'm going to add that in too. So yeah, that's how that's doing. So if you follow along with Fran from Franny Do Makes and Giddy Knits, they are doing the spring shawl along. So you could cast one of those on. This is a whip, so it has to be new cast-ons. You don't have to finish, as far as I know, but it's got to be new. So I can't enter that. This bag needs a wash. Little Red Riding Hood. But it's a nice shawl. Speaking of which, I did cake up the yarn. I asked on my Instagram and I've caked up this beauty. This is from, I'm sure it's King Fibers, Q-I-N-G. I'm sure you pronounce it King. King Fibers. I've had this one a million years. I think it's something about flamenco, something. I just looked in my drawer when I was looking for another green, and I do have it in singles as well. But this is one of my favourite colours. I've had it for ages, and I feel like their dyeing style has changed quite significantly. I think they brought some external dyers in, or it used to just be the original woman, I don't know her name, it used to just be her, but then she brought new people in. I think it changed a bit. So that's several years old, shall we say. But my other option was also one of her yarns, funnily enough. So we'll see how I get on with that. Oh, I think I'm flying along today. Right, had a bee in my bonnet. I've had a bee in my bonnet for a while. I've always got a bee in my bonnet. My current bee in my bonnet for many things is, can I lift this up? I have a tattoo on my foot here. And I don't like it. This one. This was my first ever tattoo. No, it wasn't. That was my second one. And this one I got done. It is a ball of wool and a flower. And I don't like it. I went to a different person and I don't like it. And I want them to go over it. So this lady here who does these fun chunky ones is going to do a rework for me. And because I wear my Toms, my shoes, all the time in the summer, and my sandals, I'm very aware of it. And I want it covering over. So she's like, yeah, I can definitely do that. But obviously, me being me, I want it doing like now, like right now, like this week. But you know, it's not free or cheap. And I've just watched the Dye Candy live. She did a trunk show yesterday and then kind of basically unpacked her bags live on camera. And now I want a lot of her yarn. I've got a lot of her yarn. Well, haven't I? Oh, it's so gorgeous. Her speckles are so clean and beautiful. So I want that too. So if anyone would like a kidney to buy, that will be fine. Probably shouldn't joke about buying kidneys, should I? People probably need kidneys. You know what I mean? I would like some more money. Next new cast on. I've been wanting an orange jumper for ages, so I started one. This is Bryony's Nails. Speaking of nails, we're not looking at mine. This is Bryony's Nails, and this is a DK pattern. I've done the Tolsta this time, which is a Creya Bear, and then this is also a Spectrum fibre. I think I've got 2 of these, which isn't very many. So it's orangey with the slightest bits of purple speckling. I can't quite remember what it's called actually. But I'm doing a Tolsta. In true Rachel fashion, I've acquired 30 stitches on one sleeve and 36 on the next. That's a message from my hubby saying that on the way home from the football. See, I'm using my child free time to do this because we are now on the holidays now. We don't go back to school. I don't. They've had a good time. Until the 23rd of April. Which is exciting, but also, got to look after my own children. This last week was quite wearing. But yes, it is the Easter holidays now. So that's good. It is Theo's birthday next weekend. So there's lots of plans happening for that. We've just picked up his, I have a little on this, just picked up his big birthday present. He doesn't necessarily watch my podcast. He goes and likes it. And I think when I was at my parents' house the other week, Martha made my parents subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Again, I don't think they watch it, but I have a feeling, because I noticed the other day when I was replying to comments that someone had liked every single comment. And I thought, that's odd. Like I normally do, but I hadn't done that. I thought that's a very mum thing to do. I wonder if it was my mum. I'm also on my dad's name, but my mum. My mum's not got Facebook, but my dad has. So she'll then comment and she'll always put like, love mum. So I do wonder if it was her. I didn't go and investigate, but anyway, this is a Tolsta tee. And it is in a super cute bunny bag, which is again, what I mentioned last time, my friend's mum made a little bunny bag. It's probably going to get a bit too, Daisy Bun Bun, it's going to get too big soon, but at the minute, look at this light coming in. Yeah, I love it when the light comes around. It's nice. I only noticed it kind of quite recently because we've got houses over here and it, you know, houses block all the light. But look at this light. Maybe I should have recorded earlier. Right, the next one I've cast on is in Die Candy. This is in Riot. This is one of her long-time colourways. It's a 4-ply garment. It is a hoodie shawl cardigan. I've only got this far. Let me make it bigger. Okay, so we've got this far. So this is I want to say it's an exclusive colourway. No, this isn't Riot. This isn't Riot, sorry. This is an exclusive colourway. I think it is, I want to say like Edinburgh School of Yarn or something from a festival. I'm sure it's a festival colour, exclusive colourway from a good while ago. And I think I've got 2 or 3. But look at that. I know the sun's going to blow this out, but yeah. So I've done the first lot. So this is how they start. That's the right side technically. So I think I'm just going to do the same as this, a solid option. I would really like something in this colour, like this baby pink colour. I've got a lot of pink, but I don't have a lot of that colour. So yeah, that's how far I've got with that. Not hugely far, but I need the pattern in front of me to be able to tick it off because it's like do these 4 rows this many times. So I need a tally to like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. Everyone's cutting the grass and all the dogs are out woofing. See, the sun's coming to get me now. Some spring vibes going on today, but look at these together. Ooh. Right, they are all of the whips I have to show you today, which really isn't very many. Little bit of acquisition. I mentioned that I hit up the Spectrum Fibre the other day. So this is the Tropical Yarn Club. So I did miss the first bit of the club last year because I was in denial about needing it. So these are from there. So this is the Starfish set. So what you get is if you're getting the minis, you get a mini of the main colour and then 2 coordinating ones. But if you get 1 full skein, you just get 1 of these. And then this is the other one. This is called Pink Sands. That pink's lovely. I have to watch what I'm doing with my colours because, well, they are as bright as this. And then I had some others, ta-da, kicking about. Jeez, I need a picture. I had some others kicking about that I'm going to use in my Stripeometry as well. So those are my acquisitions. I don't know if I've got any more. I did just have a notification today to say that my next one is on the way. Yes. Yes, I have very much had a haircut today, and then I haven't dyed it yet, so it's very, very grey and very short, and my eyebrows are quite severe, but kind of digging it. Right, I didn't mention for the shawl, my plan is to do a hitchhiker, which is an oldie but goldie in this. So if you are joining in, let me know what you're going to make, because I'd be interested to know. I did find a pattern which I think I shared before, which was on the Mamian Flory, which I hope I'm saying that right, which was on one of those stands that had like, I'll try and put a picture or something, it had like chunked triangles that I really liked. I do really like that one too. I think it's till the end of May, the shawl along, maybe April, May, maybe June, I can't remember. Go and have a look on Fran's YouTube, or I assume Helen's YouTube, to see what the rules are, but I know it has to be a new cast on, and I know it doesn't have to be finished, and I know you've got to tag people in. But I did get in a bit of a tangle with the hashtag, so it's spring shawl along, because I did spring shawl-a-thon, because I did shawl along 2025 and it didn't work. So it's spring shawl-a-thon. Sometimes when you're posting a picture and you go to the hashtag and then you can't remember it, can you? So yeah, this is super gorgeous. So yes, that's probably all of thatness. So if you are interested in the giveaway, what I'm just in a little bit of a pickle and I do feel very awkward about is Hannah's very kindly sent this. I don't particularly have the funds to send things to America, or other than the UK. So what I was going to do is, this is a really nice prize, but I can't then have a comparison for out of the UK people. So what I was going to do is offer a pattern. My lovely friend Bex of the Bex Creates podcast has got some gorgeous sock patterns, and I was going to offer one of those patterns for anyone who is outside of the UK, just because I feel bad. So I hope that's okay. I'm really sorry, but I don't actually know how much it would be, but you know, I'm just a lowly teaching assistant. So Peggy's like a fully, you see her, she's fully in the sun now. Shall I move it down even? There she is. My blanket is from Asda. Woo! Ah! Sorry. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've woke Wilma up now. Oh, I'm so professional. My Asda's from Blanket. My blanket is from Asda, like the George section. It was like £5.50. It's thin, but it looks pretty there. I don't leave it here because this is Theo's sofa and he's always upside down and jumping on it. It's very sunny now. Loud. Right, so if you want to see the prize that Hannah has sent me, she did send me a present as well, which I've not brought because I thought I felt a bit bad. She did let me pick, so I have picked. I hope that's okay. I hope it's okay, Hannah. It's crinkly, okay? Really crinkly. So, for my 10,000, not quite there yet, my 1,000 giveaway, she has sent me some of her sparkle sock in the Critical Hit colourway and a Surrey Cloud lace. So this is super pink. Can you see the sparkle in that? So you can either hold them together or use them separately. And I believe there is one of her amazing handmade stitch markers in there, I think. Because I've not actually opened. She sent me 2 sets like this, 2 different colourways. But I've not actually opened it. I've just been like, oh. So I know I've got quite a lot of pink. So I thought I'd go with the other colourway. I hope that's all right, Hannah. They're both gorgeous. But this is from the Corner of Crafts, and her YouTube is Corner of Crafts, and her yarn is chromatic yarns. It's all kind of, I want to say Dungeons and Dragons. That game that uses that dice. Yes. So that is incredibly generous of Hannah. She has just done, I'll put it down. She has just done a shop update maybe last weekend, having been to the East Anglia, I feel to struggle that word, festival. She has still got some things in her shop if you want to go and give her a look. She is based in Nottingham in the UK. She has been podcasting for a long old time. I've just watched her podcast this morning with some of her baby knits. Her little baby is getting a bit bigger now, and some things that she's been making. So I assume you watch Hannah's podcast anyway. So if you'd like to be in with a chance, how I have asked for some advice on how to do this, because I've not done a giveaway for a long time. The main thing is I won't be asking for any money or any bank details. That's kind of the main thing. I'm sure I saw on someone's podcast, you're not even supposed to say the word G-I-V-E away. You're supposed to say like gift away. Something about bots. I don't quite understand it. But if you are in the UK and you would like to be in a chance of winning this amazing set, it's so loud. I know that it's fine when, cringing, when it's on the telly, but if you've got headphones in and you're watching things and it crinkles, it's so loud, isn't it? So sorry. So if you want to be in with a set of winning this, look at the light now, then I don't know what to do. I was going to ask for where you live, but I don't know if that'll cause problems. Yes, we'll do where are people from. So like I said, this one is unfortunately only for the UK. So if you want to put where you're from, like put UK and then put like Liverpool, UK, Scotland, UK, Leeds, then surely, I don't know, I can siphon, is that the right word? The word UK, maybe? And I will be offering a pattern update, a pattern as well from Bex Create shop. I will put a link or a picture of something for her Ravelry. She's got some gorgeous patterns on there. I did buy one recently, which I copied off Fran, because that seems to be how it goes. Which is like a slouch. Fran did them in a pink slouchy colour. So we'll see. So yeah, if you want to let me know kind of where everyone is around the world, that would be great. So that pattern will come via Ravelry. So I assume most people have Ravelry. I don't know what to do if not. I'm just trying to be nice, so I'm hoping I'm going to do it right. I did have an offer of another giveaway from somebody else, and that is coming soon, but it's not here yet. So I was conscious of delaying the podcast to wait for that, and I didn't want to kind of take any emphasis away from the thing that Hannah brought. So maybe I will do that on either the next one or the one after or something like that. I'm not quite sure what she's sending, but she said she'll send a something. So that one is coming from Spectrum Fibre. I asked, I'll be perfectly honest. I asked. Would you mind? So I think that's imminent. But I don't know if it's like going to be one of these little sets or something, which would be nice. Look how beautiful that looks in the sun. Look at that. So yes, if you would like to enter, then please let me know where you're from in the UK, or what you're knitting, or what you would like to knit with it. Like, I'm from so-and-so, so-and-so, I would like to make a blah, blah, blah with it. Obviously, give Hannah of the Corner of Craft a watch, a follow, and all of that, all of those things. She does some great studio vlogs as well of her dyeing process, which is really interesting. Really interesting to see. She's just kind of navigating the back end of maternity leave, so any support towards her business would be much appreciated, I'm sure. But yes, that's probably about it. We're heading up to about half an hour. My kids are now heading back from this football thing. I guess I've probably got to take the DOGs out for a WLK. But yeah, we do have a long time off school, but I will attempt to get another one in. What I think I'll probably do for my next non-episode is an Advent an Advent episode of the Advents I've bought in the past, what I've made with them, what I look for in an Advent. But in the meantime, lots of people have been posting a lot more. I did watch a really good episode from, I think it's called The Skein and the Stitch. I can't remember her name, but she did a really interesting episode. It just popped up on a, you know, the homepage thing. A really interesting episode of kind of what goes into the thought process behind a podcast as a dyer, as a podcast, as an Advent calendar, as a dyer. So she's a dyer that I think she had got Anne of Green Gables. I'm not particularly familiar with that. I know I've heard of it a lot, but I think that's the theme of her Advent. Yeah, I've seen a Winnie the Pooh Advent. I've seen Hannah's got one which is kind of mystical, magical kind of thing. I've seen Dye Candy's one is a grungy space theme, which sounds cool. Beehive Yarn has just released one. It says, I'm just thinking what it says, La Vie something with a rose, maybe. Losing the light. I can't quite remember them all, but I'm planning on sharing them on my Instagram and stuff, but that's probably going to be my next non-episode. But I will attempt to get that in. I know I've been a bit longer than a week this time, but I want to kind of get this prize arrive before I kind of kept on delaying it. So it's all done now. So any questions, please just drop me a message on Instagram or down here. And I've not said how long. I don't know. Couple of weeks? Is a couple of weeks all right? Surely a couple of weeks is okay. Yeah, I think obviously because it's the holidays, I don't know if I'll necessarily be in a week and then another week for the next episode, making it 2 weeks, but I will put that on Instagram as to when I will be drawing that, because I'm a little unsure at the minute. Obviously, no one might enter, you never know, or a few might enter, but we will see. But that's it for now. The sun is chasing me. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm completely looking in the wrong direction, so I really appreciate people not commenting on how terribly annoying that is, because I know that not everyone's just watching and focused on it completely, but I'm sure it annoys some people. But thank you for not telling me that I annoy you. My sensitive soul appreciates it. So thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to go and take these dogs out in the sunshine a little bit and start a new book and debate buying all that dye candy yarn. I can't afford it. Don't do it, Rachel. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely half term if you are off school already. I'm not sure what it is in other countries. I imagine Martha's wrote a list of things she wants to do and it's titled Spring Break. I'm not quite sure what country she thinks she's from. But here it's called the Easter holidays, or yes, not Tatey Picking Week, that's coming up. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I super appreciate it. I hope it has been some light relief from our crazy world in which we live, which seems to have got crazier and crazier as the weeks are going by. Sending all my love to all of the people who no doubt need it. Stay safe, look after people if you can, and make sure you've got something fun to knit. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.